I know you guys would love to know what the tea is working from home as a nurse, but before I get into the video, don't forget to subscribe, like this video. I have beauty, nursing, lifestyle content, so if you guys are interested in that, don't forget to subscribe. Hey you guys, my name is Quel. Welcome to my channel, and let's hop right into the video. You guys are here to find out how I am working from home as a nurse. Not only am I a nurse, I'm an LPN working from home. The best job that I've ever had in my life, but especially as a nurse. As many of you guys know, I came from school nursing. I was a school nurse for a time, and I decided not to continue on that career path. If you guys want to know why I no longer work as a school nurse, let me know in the comments below. I will definitely share that with you. So let's take it back. Let's go back to nursing school. So again, I went to school to be an LPN. Now, as an LPN, all you pretty much get bombarded with is people telling you that you'll only make a certain amount of money, that you can only work in a long-term care facility or home health, but you won't have many opportunities. I went into nursing school understanding all of that. What my intent was to go to LPN school to see if I actually wanted to become a nurse, only spend 12 months in a nursing program and find out if I actually wanted to be a nurse. And then if I decided that I wanted to be a nurse, then continue on. So again, I went to nursing school, and it was during a check-off, and one of my dear friends, we were waiting outside waiting for our check-offs, and she was like, yeah, when I get finished with nursing school, I'm gonna work for a health insurance company. There's no patient care. What you do is you work on a computer. And I was like, excuse me, you can do what? I really went into LPN school thinking that I would only, like I said, work into a long-term care facility or just get right into RN school. I didn't realize there were other avenues that LPNs could do. And she said, yeah, if you look online, then you can go ahead and see the different positions that they have open. There's some for LPNs and some for RNs. So I just went into Indeed. I looked to see LPN health insurance. That's kind of what I typed in, and it brought up all of this information. So that's kind of what led me into the path that I'm at right now. So when I looked into it, I realized that there is something called pre-certification nurse and utilization nurse. So basically what pre-certification nurses do is if something cannot automatically be approvable on, like, the plan covers this certain procedure, then a nurse has to take a look at it and look at the criteria to see if that actually is covered by the plan and that it's medically necessary. So that's kind of what pre-certification nurses do. Now, I'm not in that position, so if you guys are in pre-certification, please go into the comments to put more details so that other people can go and see if that's something that they're interested in. So that was one thing that was appealing and that was open to LPNs. Another position is called utilization nurses. And basically at the company that I work for, they do daily concurrent review. So anytime somebody is inpatient, so they're in the hospital inpatient, our nurses are contacting the hospital, basically what's going on with the patient, so that they can go ahead and do their reports to see if they need to still be at the level of care that they're at, or if they can go to the next level of care. So if they're inpatient, can they be seen by home health? If they're inpatient, can they go to a skilled nursing facility? And what it does is it not only helps the health insurance plan, but it also helps the patient, because we know healthcare is so expensive. So it helps on either side. So that's what basically, again, if you're a utilization nurse, go ahead and leave that in the comments below just to give people more of an idea of what you do. And tell everybody, are you working from home? Are you in an office? Are you doing like a hybrid type thing? So let's go ahead and have a conversation there. So I'm also not a utilization nurse. Basically what I do is I work in risk management. So what I do is high cost claims reporting for anyone that is spending over $100,000 in a plan year. So what I do is I go through the clinical documentation, I'm going into the pre-authorizations, and I'm going into the claims to gather all of this information, and basically I'm creating a report. I do proactive review, I do current review and I do retroactive review. Anyone that has the potential to cost that plan over $100,000 so that they can then prepare for what's coming down the pipeline. So example, if anyone is inpatient, so they're in the hospital for more than 10 days, that probably will be considered high cost, meaning over $100,000. If someone was in a motor vehicle accident, then that will probably be over $100,000 depending on exactly what's going on with that case. Anyone on chemotherapy, that could potentially be over $100,000. Anyone in end-stage renal disease, same thing. NICU babies are typically high cost as well. Transplant and mental health are usually also $100,000, especially if the mental health is a minor. So those are typically over $100,000. So I love what I do. So I don't work from home every single day, but I work from home 3 times a day, which is awesome. I still get to go into an office, and I say get to because I do like the fact that it's a hybrid model, because I don't think I would necessarily want to work from home every single day. I like to have a break in between my days or in between the week, just to change everything up. And they do that so that we can then go back with our team. So our team has a specific day that we're all back in the office, so we can have our in-person meetings, that we can eat lunch together, that we can, you know, see each other face to face and kind of connect that way, so we don't lose that connection, which I appreciate and I don't mind it at all. And it's a great company. The benefits are amazing. The vacation time is amazing. All the snacks, all the food, all the perks, everything to a T. What I prayed for is exactly what this is. And it's salaried position. Like, you don't really hear of nurses getting salary position, because honestly, if you're working patient care, you don't want to be salaried, because just in case you have to do some overtime, you want to make sure you get paid. But for a position like this, where it's Monday through Friday, you basically set your own schedule, but I pretty much work about 8 to 4:30 or 8:30 to 5 every single day is pretty much what my schedule is. I love it. No holidays, no weekends. I don't talk to anybody on the phone. Again, I'm in the claims all day, every day. I'm in the clinical documentation all the time. I'm in clinical notes all the time. And I am just creating a cost analysis. I'm doing a future plan, and I'm doing a summary of what's going on with each one of these patients. So these reports could take me as less as maybe 5 minutes all the way up to like an hour, hour and a half sometimes, because some of them are extremely intense and there's multiple pre-authorizations and pages and pages and pages of claims. And I'm kind of investigating and trying to figure out what is the cause of this high cost. I'm not sure how many members we have now, but it's a ton. So we're responsible in our small group for all of the members that are a part of our company. So that's exactly what I do. I am so happy where I am at. This, I think, is the longest that I've ever stayed in a nursing position. So it's 6 months. It's a little bit over 6 months. This company has trained us so well, prepared us, and their culture is all about, we're in this together, we're going to be caring, we're going to be helpful. So I really appreciate that. And unfortunately, because we're on the internet, I do not want to give too much information about where I'm working. I'm not going to say where I'm working just because of privacy reasons, and I know you guys understand that. In this company, you don't know who the LPNs and the RNs are. The only thing LPNs cannot do is case management, because that is management. But other than that, we're all together, and I really appreciate it. Like, what they were asking, like the bottom of what they were asking was so much more than I've ever seen an LPN make, especially not working overtime, not working crazy hours, not working in the evening. I was just like, and they made it a range. So they said LPNs and RNs make this amount of money to this amount of money. I should have asked for the higher end, but I felt because I was LPN, I was happy with the bottom of what they offered. I was just like, oh, I'm happy with this. But now that I think back, I deserve that. And when you go into it, you deserve that. They're looking for you. They're looking for what you have to offer, your qualifications. You deserve it. Go after that. So that's one thing I just wanted to throw out there, that I don't care how much they're listing, you're worth that and more, way more even than what they're asking. So the least that they can give you is the top dollar that they post. So don't feel like, if there's a range on there, don't feel like you should ask for the bottom. No, take it to the top. So that's just one thing. That's the only thing that I regret, that I didn't ask for. You know, to me that was a crazy amount, but I should have went there. You know, I don't feel drained when I get off of work. Like, it's 7:30. I filmed 2 videos already today. Like, I'm never like, I mean, sometimes, because when you have to sit at a desk all day, that can be like mentally draining, where you're just tired because you've just been looking at a screen all day. That can definitely happen, and not getting, I'm used to just being up and kind of more active. So that's another downside. But for the most part, I'm not like emotionally drained. So you guys, that is the video that I have for you. I think I kind of covered everything. If I don't, I'll get back with you guys and tell you a little bit more. If you have any questions, leave it down below. Again, I'm not going to get into any specifics. I don't really like talking about money because I just don't want people in my finances all like that. I'm not, again, going to say specifically where I'm at and what company that I work for reasons I mentioned before. But if you guys have some questions, I will answer those. Okay, you guys, I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.